look at really large contracts for recognizing threats to particular organizations. They have some military contractors that they do work for. They're presently in Maryland, moving back to Ogdensburg to be closer to their operation in Ottawa.
Excellent. Good, good job. Any additional questions for John? It's always nice to have someone who might have gone away to come back. We certainly welcome them back. Is there a motion?
I'll make that motion.
Second?
I'll second.
Any discussion? Anne Marie, call the roll, please.
Mr. King?
Yes.
Mr. Coffin?
Yes.
Mr. Byrne?
Yes.
Ms. Whitten? Yes. Motion carried.
Next?
Agenda item B2 is approval of a supplemental lease agreement number 7 with Seiko Incorporated at the rates, terms, and conditions you see before you for 210 square feet of office space in the first industrial building for October 1st, 2019 through September 30th, 2020.
Now, this is a
Reno.
continuation. And they're pretty happy with things here.
Yes.
I'll move it.
Second?
Second.
Any discussion? Anne Marie, call the roll, please.
Mr. Coffin?
Yes.
Mr. Byrne?
Yes.
Ms. Whitten? Yes. Mr. King?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Next?
Agenda item B3 is approval of surplus property options. The Facilities Committee met, had the discussion regarding selling authority-owned land in an effort to facilitate local real property tax generation, private sector growth and development, and to encourage job creation through development. Update to the resolution you see before you. Option 3 was recommended by the committee. Just as a quick recap, option 3 was governmental cooperation and specifically highlighted the authority's previous expanded tax base through this type of effort.
I think this is reasonable, as it states in that option. What the authority has done over the years, not only to create jobs, but additional investment in the area with buildings and upgrades and everything else that makes our community a better place to live and raise a family and have a job. The more cooperation we can have with the city of Ogdensburg, we've had a good relationship with them over the years. I think, the more we work together, the better it is for both of us. So we can not only expand our tax base, but increase jobs in the local area. So I think option 3 is the way to go.
As a result, once this is passed, we'll explore an MOU with the city, and then if that goes well, also with the IDA.
Any discussion? Yeah?
I would move to accept that. Seems like a good logical choice.
Second?
I'll second that.
Any further discussion? Now, Anne Marie, call the roll, please.
Mr. Byrne?
Yes.
Ms. Whitten? Yes. Mr. King?
Yes.
Mr. Coffin?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Next?
Agenda item B4 is surplus land, specifically the beach. The Facilities Committee met, discussed the attached options, and recommended pursuing option 1. There was one modification from what was in front of you, and that was the public auction occurring in March of 2020.
The reason for that is, if you do get an offer, if there's something they wanted to do with that land before summer, they have that. It certainly makes sense to me. And I think that's the best way to go. Mr. King and Mr. Coffin, what do you think?
Makes sense to me. The reason for recommending option 1 for this as opposed to option 3 was that we felt as if it would be simpler and cleaner to have the OBPA separated from that land rather than owning it or leasing it or something of that nature. And that someone else could develop it as it suit them. And carry whatever risks were involved in having a beach activity.
Mr. King?
I would agree and concur, it just makes sense.
So is there a motion?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Any discussion? Megan? Good. Anne Marie, call the roll, please.
Ms. Whitney?
Yes.
Mr. King?
Yes.
Mr. Coffin?
Yes.
Mr. Burns?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Next?
Agenda item C1 is an upgrade to a border station janitor position, one position. In the report section, there is a correction on line 2. It should say, need to upgrade the one grade 6 border janitor position. Cost on this from a grade 6 to a grade 9 upgrade is $2.94 times 2,080 hours is $6,115.20. This will provide additional flexibility in the workforce, particularly on this. The union has agreed to this already. The original thought was we have one vacancy, we have one incumbent in the position. The one incumbent has chosen to stay at a grade 6 and is not interested in a grade 9. So therefore it changed the corresponding resolution.
I'll move it.
Second? Your second?
Second.
Any discussion? And this,
So we hired from within, sorry. We hired from within for this position, or no?
Yes, short answer, yes.
and Steve, this provides you with,
A lot more flexibility, kind of fill in type of things that we all talked about in the personnel committee there. Yeah, it just gives me an added, winter and summer with all of that. So it just takes somebody out of there that otherwise, we still want to keep the focus on the border station and keep, you know, that'll be a first priority, but for those times when I have 2 people there or anything like that, we get the extra help.
It gives you a little bit of flexibility and a little bit of your help back.
Yeah.
We systematically kind of round you out.
We've still got a ways to go.
I'm not saying we're making you whole on this one janitor.
Yeah, I know.
they did have to bring that up and give it.
Stephanie's eyeing the guy that's moving over.
I know.
Just to see.
Well, in that
Steve has
position,
this, all right?
in that position though, there is a spot for cross-training on some of the basic things at the airport. So
Good.
in an emergency, they can go all the way, it can go really site-wide. So
That's great.
that was,
All the better.
Any further discussion? Anne Marie, call the roll, please.
Mr. King?
Yes.
Mr. Coffin?
Yes.
Mr. Burns?
Yes.
Ms. Whitney?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Next?
Agenda item C2 is upgrade of an airport maintenance operations specialist. This is for one position. As you'll notice from the airport operating metrics, there's a tremendous amount of activity going on out there that is necessitating additional workload and bringing new demands to the existing position. Therefore, it's recommended that the grade 9 position be upgraded to a grade 12, keeping the same title, airport maintenance operations specialist. The grade 9 is in the budget, the grade 12 is not. The differential is the same $2.94 times 2080 hours is $6,115.20.
Okay, well, this does increase our costs onto the airport. I think we all realize and hope at one particular point in time, we have enough additional activity out there that we could actually do this. And sometimes I think it's lost on the community, the number of people we have working out there. Not only do we provide a service as far as having the ability now to fly direct to Chicago or DC or to Florida, but we put people to work and that are from the community that spend money here in the community. So a lot of times I think that's lost on people, but we need the extra help out there. As Stephanie, I'm sure you're well aware that it helps you out. And it, again, as Megan had said earlier, the safety is of utmost concern in this fall. that too.
One of the great things about this too is the number of folks out there. When you look at the security badges, everybody out there has to have a security badge. Prior to the expansion, there were 25. Now there's 140, well, with this one, 146 badges out there. In addition, we will be reaching out to New York State DOT Aviation for an update of the economic impact of the airport,
Good.
because it is definitely huge. There's just no other way to say it.
Was there a motion?
I'll move it.
Second?
Second.
Any discussion? Anne Marie, call the roll, please.
Mr. Coffin?
Yes.
Mr. Burns?
Yes?
Ms. Whitten?
Yes.
Mr. King?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Next?
As mentioned at the beginning of the meeting, the Human Resource Committee met, and we have an approval of a chief financial officer. The authority conducted a comprehensive recruitment and screening effort to provide the best possible candidate for the CFO position. After reviews and evaluation and interviews for consideration, those were conducted by the committee for the chief financial officer position. Based on that, it's recommended that Joseph G. Russo be appointed to the position of chief financial officer at the starting salary of $100,000 prorated, effective on or about October 1st, 2019, for a 2-year period, with a 1-year probationary period in management confidential benefits.
Obviously, this is a really critical position for this organization, and we went through quite a few interviews, and we met with a lot of great candidates, but I think that Mr. Russo really kind of fits the bill for where we're trying to head financially with this. He seems like a go-getter. He's not afraid to put his 2 cents in on things and kind of make it his own, and hopefully he's able to do that for us. And obviously this is pending background checks. I know that we just met with him yesterday, and so I'm sure Wade hasn't even.
I forgot to mention that we completed the checks this morning.
Did you?
Yes.
Oh, excellent, okay.
Good.
So that's, I think time is of the essence in getting somebody in here to keep their reins over.
This will be a great addition to the authority.
Yeah, I sat in on the interviews, and it's been quite a while. We've gone through a lot, as Megan said, a lot of good people. Mr. Russo has a experience in dealing with building things from the ground up in the accounting department, and I think he'll work well with his staff very well. Anything else?
With that, I make a motion that it's approved.
For a second?
Second.
Any discussion? Anne Marie, call the roll, please.
Mr. Burns?
Yes.
Ms. Whitten?
Yes.
Mr. King?
Yes.
Mr. Coffin?
Yes.
Motion carried.
And before we move on, I would certainly like to thank Faria for everything she's done in there by herself, since she's been there doing everything since Mr. Smith left. Thank you. I think you provided us with information we certainly needed, and you've done a very good job in there. So thank you. Thank you.
I would also
Good job,
echo-
Sonia. Good job.
You know how hard Mr. Kaufman is to deal with,
I try my best.
Try
I
your
try to best, but to be being my accounting department up to you. And some basic challenge was the consolidation of the
Yes.
bottle station and the OBPA financial. It's not only the financial, it's also the fixed assets. It's tremendous amount of work, and I'm very pleased that it's come out very successful. And other things that what I'm looking for it is like all balance out, all smoothly goes flow, it doesn't down to another. But I think it's a good, I see the reports when first time I see this, was like, oh, it's something weird, like OEPA, why this is here, why this is here, I have to go back and see. Then, the balances are right, the transfers are right, fixed assets are right, but I'm very pleased, it's all come out very nicely.
You've done a good job in very difficult situations, so thank you.
The short-handed, but did it.
Mr. Davis, anything else?
Nothing else for regular business, Mr. Chairman.
Anybody have anything else? Aye.
The next meeting is confirmed for October 8th at 3:30.
What are you trying to say?
It's written in stone.
No, that's what you're trying to say. Financial information is getting to Stephanie and Steve. You guys are getting everything you need? Because I had that down here. I'm all set. We're all set. That is good, a good date and time. I'm sorry, Anne Marie, I didn't hear the
3:30.
3:30? October 8th, 3:30. Chris, you good?
Yep.
Dave, you're not out of town somewhere?
That's the one day I'm in.
You're not delivering meat to San Francisco?
No,
Somewhere?
they'll be on the lookout for me. They're going up there.
Good?
So far.
All right, nothing else?
Nothing else, Mr. Chairman.
Your motion to adjourn.
Remove your first Tuesday.
Motion is made.
Very permitted.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Yeah.
We stand adjourned at 4:54.
I just have a question.
Thank you.
I'm off by October 5th till 14. Can I give it to him?
Yeah. I can mention it.